Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Minus 23.7. Another cold day. But you know, I was checking the weather first thing this morning and it's supposed to be a lot warmer tomorrow. And snow. That's the way it goes. Okay, I was thinking about this part that we've got here that is bent. I was trying to think what will be the best way to straighten that out. And I'm thinking that probably the safest way will be to use heat. So I'm gonna later use my heat gun. I'll try and do it on camera, just for the fun of it. And also, some of these pieces have to be glued together, but they have to be glued together at the right angle. And I was thinking that possibly in fact, I'm sure that the best way to glue them together at the right angle is to get the hull over here and lay them down or place them on the hull the way they are supposed to go. Don't glue them onto the hull, of course, but get them at the right angle, and then, you know, then for sure you've got it right. Otherwise, you know, going by like for instance the B13 and the E30, which are this piece here, and I think it is this piece here. Yeah, they have to be glued together, but they have to be at the right angle. So okay, let's not lose them now, or I'll be trying to extrude some sprue. Okay. Yeah, I think we're basically ready to start trying to get our pieces together, and I don't know if we're going to be getting into any painting today or not. We got to get our photo etch piece, PE number 2. We must be almost running out of photo etch pieces because there was very little photo etch in this particular build. I think the Enterprise has got quite a bit. Yeah, that's the way it goes. I'll probably enjoy it. Yeah, I'll try not to complain too much. Okay. Yeah. Well, for sure we're not going to get onto step 61. We're getting there. We're getting there. We'll probably have a Missy the dog today, if she doesn't freeze getting over here. So, okay, we're ready for Missy the dog. Yeah, well, let's get at it. You know what? Let's straighten this one part first, because we can't glue it where it has to go until it's straight anyway. So. You know, I've never set this heat gun to its highest setting. I think the highest I've ever gone is maybe 300 degrees Fahrenheit, but I think it goes up to 750 degrees. Okay, it uses a total of 1,700 watts. That'd probably blow my fuse. Okay. Okay. Well, let's just very carefully do it, so we don't want to melt the plastic. I think I did a test once to find out at what temperature the sprue actually begins to, you might say, slump. And I think it's around 300 degrees or 280 degrees, something like that, Fahrenheit. Okay, let's do it here. Okay, our E18 here, it does not have to be straightened a lot. And one thing I just sort of want to mention right now is that when I was trimming the flashing off of the sprue connections off of this piece, you can see on the end here, there is a part that I almost nipped off. I thought that was a sprue connection, but it's not. And that is supposed to be left on. We'll see later when we have to put it into, I think it's this part right here. Yeah, it has to fit into that. So we'll be doing that later. But what we want to do now is put this in here in such a way that gravity is going to be our friend here. Okay. All right, let's just sort of heat it up right there. Not so much that it starts to slump all by itself, but yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll see if I put my finger here when I push down, it will immediately cool right there, and then it won't bend. So I got to think of another way here. Maybe Tony's tweezers I could grab onto the end here and just give it a little twist, or some kind of tweezers. Anyway, we'll think of something here. In the meantime, we want to get our heat up to. I'm gonna start out at about 280 degrees. Just let me recompose here. This feels awkward. Okay, I don't know if I have made it better or worse here. I think at arm's length it's going to look all right. Okay, I have jumped ahead here to step 61 so that we can find out what it is that is supposed to do. And what it is sort of a, I guess you might say, a brace for the rudders. And now just right now, Max has gone out with Missy the dog. He waved to me, or nodded anyway. So I guess we better push stop here and get ourselves organized. So this thing that we just straightened, it has to go. Okay. Whoops. We'll recompose. I got to get ready for our friend Missy.
Morning, Rob.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Missy. That's another cold one.
It is.
You didn't make it. Okay, try it again. There you go.
Uncle Ron has been waxing his kitchen floor again.
Yeah. No, I think I might have been stepping on her leash.
Oh.
I'm not sure. Okay, are you all settled down? Are you all settled down? Oh my.
Well, put all these layers on and then go out for 5 minutes. Come inside, take all the layers off. And it's supposed to warm up, starting at about 1 or 2 degrees every hour. And
Yeah.
then we're going from, for our non-metric friends, we're going from the wind chill of about minus 32 Fahrenheit to a temperature of plus 36 Fahrenheit in a day.
I know we're probably going to get snow with that.
Yeah. So welcome to Winnipeg. If you don't like the weather, wait an hour.
Yeah. There's one left. There's one left. Oh, and there she goes. It's got the last one. We may as well go home. Oh, gotta have a little scratch, huh? Thank you for coming again, Missy.
Oh, Uncle Rod, you're the best. You're the best. The best in the West. Thanks, Rod.
We'll see you later. Bye, Missy.
Bye, Uncle Rod.
Well, there you got to see the black truck. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. Now, what I'm hoping to do is to be able to temporarily fasten this part down so that we can get the, yeah, it just doesn't want to fit there. Oh, maybe I was trying to put it in the wrong place. Well, it still doesn't want to fit there. Anyway, it's got to go right in a little slot right there that you probably can't see too good. Then we can get the angles of these parts. Like this is the one we straightened. And glue it in, just sort of temporarily, just lay it in place here. And then we'll know we have the angle just right, because once the glue hardens, yeah. It almost wants to stay, but not quite. It's just too rounded here. Maybe there's flashing in there. I could foul that out. Okay, let's recompose here and see what we can do. I have this in place now. The reason that I was having problems with it is because it's actually a fairly tight fit. But when I pressed down and wiggled it in, this part fit nicely into the slot, and so did this piece right here. So what I want to do now is, you can see how this is supposed to go on the end there like that, and then this is supposed to come up and fasten on right there. So I'm thinking that if I do them one at a time, maybe use the extra thin quick setting and just excuse me, just quickly glue it in place there, sort of while I'm holding it, unless I rig up maybe the holder downer to hold this in. Yeah, I'm going to try that. I'm going to get a holder downer and see if that'll work. Okay, everything is just very precariously leaning together, you might say. And we only want to glue right here, not here. Okay, I know I had said I was going to use the quick setting, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to use the regular extra thin because it has much better melding properties. Okay, now let's hope that doesn't fall out of there. As it starts to meld, it might sort of start slumping, if you know what I mean, and make a grease out of itself. But I don't think so. I think it's going to stay in there pretty good. Okay, let's just leave that for a while. I'm guessing about an hour has passed here now. And I'm going to remove our holder downer. And this is now loose. It's not doing anything anymore. And it looks like that's going to stay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and I'm going to do the other rudder and its support here the same way. We won't do it on camera, we'll just hurry up and get it done. Now I'm going to want to be very careful because this connection up here, even though it is holding, and it doesn't appear to be slumping, I want to, well, it's very, very delicate yet. Well, it's going to be very delicate all the time. It's going to make it a little bit difficult to paint and then store the part without accidentally getting things out of line. But I think if I'm careful, it should work out. At least that's the plan. Okay, we got her. Now, I was going to say everything went well, but it didn't, because probably, I'm guessing, about maybe 3 minutes after I glued it up, I accidentally bumped the holder downer, and it came loose on the rudder and went and was hanging there, you might say, by a thread, a glue thread. Anyway, I got it back up and in place, and I rehydrated the connection. I think it's going to be okay. It looks good from my perspective right now anyway. We'll take a close look tomorrow after everything is completely dried out. I would think, by tomorrow morning, it should be about as dry and as brittle, you might say, as it's going to get. So, yeah, but I'm calling her quits for today. Yeah, it's kind of late. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.